As 4K content becomes more and more ubiquitous and 4K cameras drop in price, higher resolution panels are becoming a popular choice among consumers. Today from LG we have the 27UD68-W, an attractive IPS 4K display competitively priced at $450. This monitor is one of the most attractive monitors I've ever seen. Its bezels are less than 3mm wide, and the thickness of the monitor itself is less than 1.5cm. The fake brushed aluminum finish that they use on the plastic makes it look really nice. It almost looks like an Apple product. It makes it look super professional. Also, the stand on this monitor is really nice and has a lot of weight to it, so no matter what you do, it's going to stay stable, no matter how much you bump the table. This stand is also not very adjustable. All you can adjust is the tilt, and you don't even have that much adjustment range on that. The only con about this monitor's aesthetics is the glossy plastic finish on the back. I personally am not a fan of glossy plastic, and I know a lot of you aren't either. For those of you who don't want to use the stand that came with the monitor, it has a standard VESA mount attachment on the back, allowing you to put standard VESA stands on it. The input options on this monitor are rather narrow. On the back, all you'll find is one DisplayPort port and two HDMI ports, and the power input. Also, you'll find a headphone pass-through. The viewing angles on this monitor are great. Unless you're looking at the monitor from perfectly sideways, you'll be able to tell what's on the screen. The colors on this monitor are very nice, and the IPS panel has very good color reproduction. Also, there's decent contrast, allowing for a pleasant viewing experience. The blacks on this monitor are near perfect, as you can see compared to the black bezel, but it still has some room to go. The backlight bleed on this monitor is very minimal, and you can only really see it on the corners of the screen when the screen is perfectly black. The on-screen menu is very intuitive and allows you to control anything from color to contrast, all from one button. I'm going to wrap up this video by summarizing who I think this monitor is for. Although it's not for everyone, considering its high price point, it's perfect for someone who wants to do some 4K video editing or just wants a nice 4K panel for 4K media consumption. This monitor is also fine for gamers. If you have the hardware that can run it, sure, go for it, but it might not get the frame rates you're expecting. On an i5 4460 setup with a GTX 970, which in my opinion is a pretty average high-end gaming setup, in Battlefield 1 in medium settings you'll get around 55 to 60 frames per second average. This is great, but if you're really into gaming you should get a higher frequency, less resolution panel. At $450, this monitor is great, and I definitely recommend it. Thank you. See you next time.